I spent over 80 bucks to make this goddamn review happen, so you little bastards better appreciate this or I'm gonna... Friday the 13th, the game. So after decades of waiting, we finally get an actual Friday the 13th game, the first one of its kind. Cut away, you take that garbage down. So Friday the 13th, the game is a Kickstarter campaign that was started a while ago and a quest to actually make this game happen. The premise is kind of interesting. If you remember the game Evolve a while back, it's kind of like that in the sense that the one player is the bad guy, in this case Jason Voorhees, and the others are the victims, in this case the counselors. Of course, just like in the movies, this takes place on Camp Crystal Lake, and of course those counselors are just being naughty, so Jason has to set that straight. We don't need 20 minutes of plot build-up, let's just get straight to the killing, which we could do if we could play the game. So here's the thing, going into this, I read some reviews online, and I realized that the Xbox version was the least popular one. Something about an older version, I don't know, whatever, but I stream on Xbox, that was really my main option. So I downloaded the game for 40 bucks, and nothing. Aside from settings and customizations, you really only have one playable option on the menu, and that's online. So I clicked that option, and I waited, and waited, and waited, and waited. In the first 30 minutes, the game actually seized up and quit out 3 times. No, seriously, this makes Halo Wars 2's launch bugs seem absolutely like nothing. 30 minutes, no games, 3 quit outs. Finally, I get to the point where the game doesn't seize up and shut down, so I sit there and wait for 20 minutes, and nothing happens. It did move me into a different menu, but it's like being in a waiting room at the doctor's office and you have to get to the actual room and wait another 20 minutes just for the doctor to get there. Yes, except in this scenario, the doctor never comes. People have said before that games are unplayable because of certain bugs, but this actually does take the cake. You can't play the game, making it actually unplayable. Keep in mind, this is only a couple of days after release, which is absolutely atrocious. Even if it's just waiting for players, I can get into a game of Halo 5 Guardians in a matter of seconds. And that game's 2 years old and got terrible reviews from critics. This game is brand new. There should be no reason why there's a wait time at all whatsoever. So then I thought, okay, maybe this is just the Xbox version. So I went and purchased it on Steam, and what do you know, the same thing. Remember when I said I spent 80 bucks on this game? That's why. I bought 2 versions of the game, and they're 2 broken versions of the game. You know what I really feel sorry for? It's not the fans, it's the people who actually invested their own money to make this happen. So since I couldn't really play the game even though I spent 80 bucks on it, I had to rely on gameplay from other people. Here's what I'll tell you, the graphics for Jason look great. Everything else, not so much. Seriously, the counselors in this look like they're all on meth, and the animations were designed by a 12-year-old. This is not the way a game should look in 2017. Again, Jason Voorhees looks great. If they applied the rest of the graphics like they did Jason, it would be fine. But clearly there were some budget cuts here, and it does show. By budget cuts, I mean people who actually saw what was coming and said, you know what, we're not going to invest in this anymore. And this does suck. I like the premise of the game. I like the fact that one person takes control of Jason Voorhees and the rest are just his victims. And there are other ways for the players to win. You can fix a car to drive out of the camp, you can call the police, you can even kill Jason on a more rare basis. But I'll never know because I can't play the goddamn game. Okay. I'm not going to dumpster fire this game, and the reason being, even though the execution of this game was absolutely terrible, the idea is still there. Some of the guys mentioned that they would actually add a bot mode so you didn't always have to wait for other people to come along. Yeah, you should have thought of that in the beginning, but it's good that you're at least thinking of it now. The premise is cool if they could get it to work, and if for anything else, I can see the ideology behind this to go into making other games in the future like it. Why stop at Jason Voorhees? Why not Freddy Krueger, or Mike Myers, or Xenomorphs, or Predator, or Jaws, or Anaconda, or even that giant crocodile from Lake Placid? I could honestly see Friday the 13th launching an entire genre of these being a hunter or being hunted games. And there's a ton of source material out there that everyone can choose from. So there is a silver lining to this experience and the cash spending, but we haven't unfortunately experienced the actual silver lining yet. But I am hoping that it is going to come sometime in the near future. To that end, I would never recommend to anyone to spend a single cent on this game or go out of their way to rent it. And because of that, I will say that Friday the 13th, the game, isn't worth playing at all unless it's a freebie. And truth be told, if someone gave it to you for free, they probably hate your guts. So Friday the 13th, the game. Have you played it? You know what? No, you haven't played it. So what monster would you like to see in place of Jason Voorhees? You can let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Twitter. Links to my social media can be found in the description below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button for more video game related content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals. I'll see you right back here next time. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.